Another week, another game. This week I hop into the critically acclaimed platformer, Thomas Was Alone. As I said, this game is critically acclaimed, so I went into it having some idea of what people think of it, and let me tell you, it is all true. The game itself is a simple platformer, but the story behind it is what really drives the game. I mean, it has to be that way in a game about blocks jumping over other blocks to get to a specific point on top of or next to or around those blocks. The different blocks that you play as have different abilities too, and the story and the narration do a really good job of portraying that. You have things like double jumps, you have things like inversion, some can go and jump higher than others. It's all different mechanics they go and do, and the narration does a really good job of showing it. I mean, it really makes you feel like the blocks are real and they have names and personalities and thoughts and beliefs, and it's actually quite funny. Maybe it's the voice that does the narration that makes me feel that way, but it's just so great. I have no clue what to exactly pin it on. The calmness of the voice is what makes everything seem more realistic to me and really draw you in and make the blocks feel like they're characters in like a drama or something like that. I mean, you can't wait to see what happens next when one block meets another and how they interact based on their personalities. And the overall story behind it that's shown through that narration, but more through the little snippets that you see between the different groups of levels, really go and set the tone for the entire thing. I mean, no spoilers as always, but I will say that I'm pretty surprised by how impactful the story was for me. I mean, I feel like I was part of these blocks' lives. Like I actually cared what happened to them and what they thought and what they were trying to do, and it's just all great. I mean, the game itself is super short, so it's a great idea for everyone to go and pick it up and play because I think that's just the best thing to go and do. You have to see why it's critically acclaimed. That's all I have for this week. Time for the hint for next week. As the song says, we built this city on bytes and code. See you next week.